Good evening from London. The UK's annual rate of inflation has risen to a fresh 40-year high of 9.4% in June, up from 9.1% in the previous month. The figure, released earlier today from the Office for National Statistics, marks the fastest rise in prices in the G7. With the continued acceleration of prices, it appears likely that the Bank of England will raise its key interest rate when policymakers meet early next month. Netflix lost almost 1 million subscribers in the latest three-month period, less than half of what Wall Street investors had feared. It's the first time the world's largest streaming service has seen its membership base fall for 2 consecutive quarters. The company is currently grappling with multiple challenges, which includes mounting competition and the impact of rising inflation on consumer budgets. Despite concerns, bosses say they remain confident in its position amid fresh plans to monetize the platform. Shares of Netflix jumped as high as $225 in extended trading. Just one day after more than 115,000 workers at Royal Mail voted to strike over pay, bosses have posted an operating loss of £92 million for the 3 months to the end of June. Revenues also fell by 11.5% to £1.88 billion over the quarter, compared with the same period last year. Shareholders have been warned that weaker parcel demand and stalled cost savings will weigh on its outlook for the year. The proposed walkout by staff is likely to bring the UK's postal service to a near standstill and would eclipse the walkout by 50,000 rail and tube workers last month. The Italian luxury goods group Giorgio Armani has posted net profits of €169.9 million in the 12 months to the end of December. This is a 43% increase on pre-pandemic figures. The Milan-based fashion firm said consolidated net revenue totaled €2 billion during the period, with sales at directly operated shops growing 37% year-on-year. New geographies and categories have allowed luxury brands to grow far beyond what was once thought possible for retailers that trade on exclusivity. Armani bosses say they remain cautiously optimistic, however, as profitability is still subject to risks, which include the war in Ukraine, new COVID-19 spikes and high inflation. Those are your main stories from London at close of business.